It took electricity 46 years to reach a quarter of homes in the UK and America. It took the internet 7 years to do the same. ChatGPT did it in 5 days. In 2023, more people spoke to an AI than a doctor, lawyer, or a therapist, and AI adoption is not slowing down. It is compounding at a staggering rate. OpenAI alone has a usage doubling rate of approximately 6 months, which is absolutely crazy. And what we are witnessing with the adoption of AI is a once-in-a-lifetime existence. What AI is for careers is the same impact that a certain meteor had on the dinosaurs, and you've probably seen it already. Every single week there's a new headline in the news. AI beats doctors at diagnosis, or AI replaces customer service teams. And we're only at the beginning. Right now, artificial intelligence is advancing faster than any technology in modern history. It's reshaping entire industries in less than 3 years. The speed of change since late 2022, we've seen language models, image generators, coding assistants, and voice systems evolve from prototypes to billion-dollar products almost overnight. Every update doubles capability, more reasoning, better memory, and higher accuracy. And what used to require a full team of researchers is now available on a laptop or even your phone. And companies are adopting it fast because it saves them one thing, a very important thing, that is the labor cost. Now, a single AI model can draft marketing plans, write code, analyze data, translate documents, and answer customers' queries in seconds. That's hundreds of tasks that once required salaried employees. So who's the most at risk? Let's be real. The first wave of automation isn't factory robots, it's white-collar jobs. AI doesn't need coffee breaks, it doesn't need benefits or vacations. So the roles most exposed are data entry and admin work, paralegal and research assistants, accounting and auditing, copywriting and basic marketing, customer support, call center operations, graphic design and content editing, and even software engineering. It is estimated that up to 300 million jobs could be affected globally. That means most people will be unemployed. Many will need to reskill quickly to stay relevant in the modern world. Degrees versus skills. Now, this is where things get uncomfortable for most. For decades, the formula was very, very simple. Study hard, get a degree, find a secure career. But the world that equation was built for no longer exists. AI doesn't care about your diploma, it cares about output. If a model can perform your task faster, cheaper, and at scale, companies will choose efficiency. Now, that doesn't make education worthless, but it does mean that degrees without adaptability are losing value at a rapid rate. Now, the new currency isn't credentials, it's skills. Why this is happening so quickly? Now, there are 3 reasons AI is scaling faster than any previous wave of automation. Software scales instantly, and once trained, an AI model can be copied to millions of servers at near zero cost. Data abundance. Every online action feeds machine learning systems, so they improve daily and automatically. Then you've got economic pressure. Now, businesses faced with inflation and labor shortages see AI as the perfect cost cutter. That combination means the adoption curve is exponential and it's unstoppable. Every week that passes, the systems learn from trillions of new interactions. In a sense, they're hiring themselves. And what this means for the average worker, for anyone relying on repetitive or predictable tasks, this is a warning shot. The skills that once felt safe are now the easiest to automate in the modern world. And that means the future belongs to the people who position themselves to become irreplaceable. The transition's happening in months, not decades. And if you wait until your industry is already fully automated, you'll be reacting instead of preparing. So the smartest move right now is to build digital leverage. Learn automation tools, create content, run online businesses, or manage creators and clients who rely on the digital systems themselves. That's how you stay ahead of the curve. So what's the big picture here? AI isn't coming for one type of worker, it's coming for tasks across every industry. In the next few years, companies won't say, we use AI, they'll say, AI runs everything and humans supervise. So whether you're an accountant, a designer, or a marketer, the question isn't if AI will affect you. We're living through a turning point in human labor. For the first time ever, intelligence itself, what we thought made us irreplaceable and different from the rest, is being automated. And that means the safest job you could have isn't the one you studied for. I'm sorry to break it to you, it's not. It's the one that you keep learning for, because the future isn't waiting, it's already here. Let's be honest, businesses don't care about emotions, they care about efficiency. And right now, the most efficient worker on earth isn't a human, it's AI. This isn't science fiction anymore. We've officially hit the point where companies are looking at their payroll and realizing that artificial intelligence can do the same work faster, cheaper, and without a single complaint. Now, reason one, AI is cheaper, like it's dramatically cheaper. If you're a business owner and you can replace one employee with software that costs a fraction of the salary, what are you going to do? You'll choose a software every time. Think about it. An AI model doesn't take a wage. It doesn't need pension contributions, and it doesn't need insurance, sick pay, or office space. You just pay for computing power. And that's it. A company might pay $50,000 a year for a human employee, let's say on average. Now, the same company could spend a few $100s a month on an AI system that works 24/7 and never stops learning. So from an entirely business perspective, that's not a hard decision. It's just simple economics. And reason two, AI never needs holidays, breaks, or time off. AI doesn't get tired and it doesn't need lunch, it doesn't call in sick, and it doesn't burn out. You can run AI systems day and night, handling customers in every time zone, analysing data while you sleep, and simply producing content before the sun even rises. And while employees finish their 8-hour shifts, AI keeps going, producing consistent output without distraction or emotion. And this is why major corporations are scaling automation so fast. You know, they get 100% productivity 100% of the time. And reason three, AI is constantly improving. Humans need training, they need onboarding, they need motivation and management. AI, it just updates itself. Every new data set, every model improvement, every upgrade makes AI faster, smarter, and more capable. It learns from millions of interactions at once, something no human workforce could ever replicate. That's the scary part. The longer AI exists, the better it gets. And the longer humans work, the more tired we get. Businesses see that, and they know that the gap between what AI can do and what humans can do is widening every single day. Reason four, AI massively reduces overhead costs. Think of everything it takes to run a business. Salaries, offices, HR departments, equipment, utilities, mistakes and inefficiencies. AI wipes out most of that. A company using automation can shrink its office footprint, downsize departments, and deliver the same or better results with a fraction of the cost. That's why AI isn't just replacing people, it's replacing structures. Whole departments that used to require 10 employees can now be run by one person and a few AI tools. For big corporations, that's billions in savings. For startups, that's the ability to then compete with companies 10 times their size. And reason number five, AI does not complain and AI does not quit. You don't need to manage its emotions, and you simply don't need to worry about a toxic culture because they won't burn out and there won't be any HR disputes either. AI won't show up late, ask for a raise, or leave for a better offer. To a CEO, that's a dream. Predictable, it's controllable, and loyal performance forever. And while that sounds very cold, that's just business logic. Companies are built to survive, and survival means cutting costs and increasing efficiency wherever possible. Businesses have always followed one rule: do more with less. AI is the ultimate version of that. It's not just faster or cheaper, it's scalable. Now, once an AI system is built, once you can clone it infinitely, one human worker can't handle 1,000 customer inquiries in an hour. AI can easily. That's why adoption is spreading across every industry: marketing, finance, design, logistics, even law. Because AI doesn't just replace tasks, it removes the limits on how much work a single business can handle. Now, what this means for you, if you're an employee in today's world, this isn't a warning, it's a wake-up call. The same companies you're working for are already experimenting with automation tools that can perform parts of your job. Maybe not all of it yet, but enough to start reducing the headcount. And once they prove it works, they'll scale globally. Let me tell you something that might sting a little. The world doesn't reward effort anymore, it rewards leverage. Now, AI is replacing workers and automation is replacing departments. And governments are replacing freedom with control. And if you don't have leverage in this new system that we're in, you don't have power. And the fastest way to build leverage right now is to start an online business, not just for money, but for freedom, for time, for security, and for the ability to say no when everyone else has to say yes. Because here's the truth: in a world where everyone can be replaced by software, the only way to become irreplaceable is to own something digital: your business, your system, your income stream. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. The old model is collapsing in real time. Your parents were told, go to university, get a stable job, work hard for 40 years, retire happy, but that world doesn't exist anymore. University degrees are losing value every year. Employers don't care about qualifications, they care about performance. And performance can now be replicated by AI at a fraction of the cost. Let that sink in. You're competing with systems that don't need breaks, salaries, or sleep. So if you're still relying on a paycheck from one company in one country under one system, you're living dangerously. AI won't just replace low skill workers, it's already replacing designers, editors, marketers, accountants, and even coders, and it's moving faster than anyone expected. The people who will thrive in this new era are those who adapt early, who build digital leverage before they're forced to do so. That's why starting an online business isn't risky anymore. Staying employed is. When you work for someone else, they own your time, they decide your value, and they control your income. And when you build an online business, you flip the equation. You own your time, you set your value, and you control the systems that generate money, even when you're not working. That's real leverage. And leverage is what separates the free from the trapped. You see, most people spend their life trading hours for money, but the real goal isn't to work harder. It's to build systems that work harder than you. And the internet is the best tool humanity has ever created to do exactly that. Now, let's talk about the business model. I believe the best entry point for anyone serious about building freedom fast. OFM. OnlyFans management. It's low cost, high profit, and simple to start. So unlike e-commerce, there's no product to ship, no ads to pay for, and no complicated logistics. You're building a service business that monetizes attention, which is one of the most valuable assets in the world. And you help creators turn their audience into income, and you take a percentage of the revenue from managing the system. That's it. And here's why it's so powerful. It's easy to start. All you need is a laptop, Wi-Fi, and time. You can start learning today and sign your first creator within weeks. It's extremely profitable, and because it's digital, the overheads are almost zero. No rent, no stock, no shipping, just performance and profit share. It's in massive demand. Millions of creators want to grow their income but don't know how to market, manage, or scale. That's where you come in. It's a real business. You're not flipping products or chasing trends. You're building a brand, a system, a team. And let's talk about time, the one currency you can never get back. When you start OFM, yes, you'll grind in the beginning. You'll learn how to do outreach, manage chats, set up content systems, and drive the traffic. But once the systems are built, they run with minimal input from you. Here's the flow. Creators make content. You run their traffic systems, Instagram, Reddit, Twitter, YouTube. Followers convert into subscribers. Then what happens is the chatters upsell and retain those subscribers, and each part of that eventually can be outsourced or automated. You then hire or train chatters. You then bring on editors. You promote a manager to oversee the day-to-day work of each operation, and suddenly you're not working in the business, you're working on it. And that's the position I've got to. You're working on it, you've bought your time back, and with that time, you can travel, start another business, invest, or just live life on your own terms. That's real freedom, not having to ask permission to exist. Now, why OFM makes you irreplaceable? Here's something people don't understand about automation. AI replaces repetitive work, not creative systems. OFM is about psychology, human emotion, storytelling, and management. All the things AI can't replace effectively. You're not just chatting or posting, you're building relationships, you're orchestrating systems, and you're managing teams, and creating viral strategies. Now, that's leadership, and leaders will be in demand. When you understand marketing, systems, and monetization at this level, you become irreplaceable, not just in OFM, but in any industry for that matter. You gain the skill set that every brand, influencer, and creator in the world needs. Let me show you how this compounds. You start with one creator, you learn the systems, you refine your funnel, then you add a second creator, you hire a chatter, you improve your management process. Soon, you run in a small team, the systems scale, and your revenue doubles, then triples, and at that point, you're not working a job anymore. You now own a digital asset. Your agency becomes a machine that prints income every single month. And the most beautiful part of all of this, it's location independent. You can run it from London, Dubai, or a beach in Bali, as long as you have Wi-Fi. You've now built what I call sovereign leverage, a system that pays you wherever you are, outside of traditional employment, outside of government control, and outside of borders. That's what makes you irreplaceable. Every step you take inside this business makes you more valuable. Here's why. You'll master marketing, so driving attention and converting it into revenue. You'll master sales psychology, how to communicate, how to influence and close deals. You'll master systems and automation, how to make work work run on autopilot. You'll master leadership, managing teams, creatives, and operations. Those are the same skills used by CEOs, billionaires, and top entrepreneurs, just applied in a new and faster industry. And even if you left OFM later, those skills would let you build anything: a marketing agency, a consulting business, personal brand, or education platform. This is why OFM isn't just a business, it's a training ground for ultimate freedom. Now, the mindset shift. So when you build your own online business, something changes inside of you. You stop thinking like an employee you once were, and you stop waiting for permission. Instead, you start taking responsibility. You realize nobody is coming to save you. No government, no company, no degree. And look, that's a good thing, because once you accept the truth that you take control of your life completely, your business becomes your safety net, your skills become your passport, and your freedom becomes entirely your responsibility. That's what separates entrepreneurs from everyone else. So why now is the time? Now, we are living in one of the biggest shifts in human history. AI is rewriting the rules of work. Digital IDs are reshaping privacy and control. And the middle class, the people in the middle of the system, are getting squeezed harder than ever. This is the decade where you have to decide: do you want to be dependent on a system that's collapsing, or do you want to build one that sets you free? Starting an online business right now is like buying internet real estate in the early 2000s. Everyone who gets in early builds massive leverage later. You have all the tools: social media, automation, global payment systems, education everywhere online. There's no excuse in the book left. You just need to start. Now, the freedom equation. Let's break it down simply. Online income equals options. Options equals freedom. And freedom isn't doing nothing, it's doing what you choose. When you can make money from anywhere, you can live anywhere, work with anyone, and essentially design your life around what matters to you. That's the real definition of success. It's not Lambos, it's not followers or fame, it's ultimate control. Control over your time, your income, and your future. And the fastest, most realistic path to that level of control is right now, is building an online business like OFM. So if you're watching this and you know deep down you're meant for more, you don't want to be trapped in the 9-to-5 cycle anymore while the world changes around you, this is your sign. Learn the skills, build the systems, and start your online business now. Because every single month you wait, AI gets smarter, automation gets cheaper, and the gap between those who adapt and those who don't gets much, much wider. But if you start today, you're early, you're ahead of the curve, and you're building the foundation for real freedom. The kind of freedom that no company, government, or algorithm can take away from you. So make sure you subscribe if you want to master this game. Your freedom starts with income, your income starts with execution, and execution starts today. Let's build. I really hope you drew some value from this. Subscribe if you did, hit the like button, drop us a comment what you thought, what you want to see in the next video, and if you do want to work with us and discuss to see if you think we'll be the right fit, I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you, with myself or one of my team members. Hit the link below or head over to my IG and DM me there at Dylan Frano, DYLANFRANO. I'll put it on screen here. Thank you for listening, everyone. I'll see you all in the next one. Sweet.